Hey everyone, welcome to 2018. I hope you're all feeling wonderful and have had a fantastic New Year's celebration and are feeling happy and positive and ready to take on this year. This video is kind of just a bit of a life update for you and kind of a looking into 2018 type video as well. So I'm sorry I've been super quiet on this channel for the last couple of months. And that's part of what I wanted to talk to you about, why I've been so vacant here on my YouTube channel and on my social media. You would have noticed that I went for quite a long time without posting any videos, and then the last 3 videos that I've posted have just been really short, small videos that didn't really take too much effort. And that's basically because I had been super busy. When I first got here in the UK back in August, I went for about 3 months without doing any type of work, and obviously that caught up with me financially. Yeah, it kind of got to the point where I was looking for any type of work available at the time, not even anything that was in my related fields. So back in Australia I was a journalist. I studied at university for journalism, and then I spent 5 years working at a local regional newspaper and built my way up to being a digital producer there. And by the time I was coming over here to move to the UK, I was just really, I really needed a break from that, and I also really wanted a chance to explore some other options. So for those of you who don't know, before I trained as a journalist, journalism was my backup career, but before that I had been training and focusing my life on acting. And yeah, so when I went to university for journalism and then kind of fell into a job, my acting, although I was doing a lot of amateur theatre on the side and everything, that kind of got pushed to the side, so to speak. But with the opportunity of moving over here, and you know, starting with a blank canvas, basically, I thought I would give a lot more acting a try here in the UK. So obviously in 2018 I wanted to make a lot more of that happen, but when I first got here, a lot of the agencies don't take in new clients until February, so I was struggling to find any work in that kind of field, whether that's acting, speaking roles, or just background artist extra roles, which I'm so keen to do. I really enjoy that. I don't mind big or small acting. All of it is fun for me. So while that wasn't quite panning out the way I'd hoped when I first got here, that meant I wasn't bringing in any money. So then at the end of October, I really ramped up my search for work and opened up my search to just retail and things like that, and I ended up getting 2 different jobs in retail, both in retail, one at a supermarket chain here in the UK and one at the Disney store, which is super fun. And I was working pedal to the metal in both those jobs for quite a while, so for the last 2 months. But I was working a lot. Like, I was working over 50 hours a week every week, and that's on shift work. So some days I would start work at 5 AM in the morning at one job and then finish a full day shift there, and then go to the other job and then work almost a full day shift there as well. So I'd work from 5 AM till 10 PM at night, and sometimes I did that 3 days in a row, and so I was only getting, you know, 4 hours sleep for 3 days in a row, and that was just, for me, it's not healthy. I need 8 hours of sleep, and yeah, it was just running me down a little. But all I was thinking of was, like, I need the money. I'm in a horrible financial position right now. I need the money. I need to do this. I was obviously running myself ragged, and it was starting to show. I got this head cold, flu type bug 3 different times in 2 months, and I was just like, are you kidding? Like, my body was telling me I needed to slow down. And I was stressed. I wasn't taking any time to exercise. I was missing all my dance classes. I gained a couple of extra kilograms. I was not taking care of myself. I wasn't doing my self-care practices. I wasn't doing any yoga. I was basically just working and sleeping and eating, and that was it. And I realized that something had to give, and it was at that time when the perfect book came into my life. And language warning, as you might have noticed by the title, but I found this book by Sarah Knight called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. And this book, hilarious as it is also incredibly helpful, and it made me realize that I needed to start not caring about some things and caring a lot more about others. And I realized I didn't care about one of these jobs, but I did care about my health. So I decided to quit one of my jobs. I quit the supermarket job. I decided to give less fucks to financial woes. I was stressing about it a lot, but when I looked at it pen on paper, I was like, you're not actually in as bad a situation as you think you are, and it's all getting rectified quite quickly, and you don't need to be stressing over this as much as you are. I also realised that there was other things in my personal life I needed to stop giving a fuck about, and that I needed to really start giving more fucks about some of the things that I really cared about, like my acting work, this channel, my blog. So yeah, I decided to give up one job and just focus on the one part-time job, whilst I can also focus on my blog, freelance journalism, and also my acting. So that is where I'm going career-wise in the new year. Focusing my energy on all of those is where I want to go career-wise in the coming year. And that is where my New Year's resolutions come into play. I've begun the year in quite a positive headspace due to these changes I've been making in my life already, and I'm starting off 2018 with a very positive outlook on where I need to go from here. After finishing Sarah Knight's first book, I am halfway through her sequel, which is Get Your Shit Together. I love the names of her books, they're great. So that is how I'm starting 2018, with this book in my hand, and it is really helping me to prioritise what I want to give my energy to in 2018, and I've got some great ideas in mind of how to do that. And that's where my New Year's resolutions come in, I guess. This year I have continued with resolutions. A lot of people think that they can put unrealistic pressure on you, but I actually really enjoy doing resolutions. But I have made my resolutions and my goals for the year, basically, I've made them into small, realistic goals, so that no matter what happens in 2018, I'm probably going to have a successful year in my books, because I've made goals that are manageable. Some involve some hard work, but I've made sure that all my goals are manageable, and I've made them quite small. But I have made a lot of different goals and a lot of resolutions across a wide span of different areas of my life. For example, I have goals for this channel, and I have goals for my blog. I have goals for my social media in the same term as that. And if you follow my social media, you may have seen that with Hopscotch the Globe's 10 Days of Christmas giveaways, I actually won the giveaway for Kristen from Hopscotch the Globe, along with Nadine from Hey Nadine. I won their Art of Vlogging course, so I get to take part in that e-course in the coming weeks, and I'm very excited to see what I can learn from that and what I can implement on my channel to make my blog and my channel the best it can be. So I'm really excited for that. I also have goals for my health. Obviously, I want to lose the few kilos that I have put on since moving over here. They need to go. Also, I have made a goal, for example, I haven't said anything like I need to practice yoga every day, but what I have made one of my goals is to create a regular yoga practice. So I haven't made that so specific that I could fail at any given point. If I get to the end of the year and I think to myself, yeah, I've been practicing yoga on a regular basis, whether that's once a week or once a day or a couple of times a week, or you know, even a couple of times a month with a really good session, I can feel successful in that goal. I also have goals for my dancing. I have goals for my acting. I really want to do at least one stage production this year, whether that's amateur or professional. I just love it. I feel like it's a really good exercise in acting skills and refreshing what you've already learnt. It's also just a really fun time. I find being a part of a theatre production is so much fun. It really makes me happy. I want to travel to 3 new countries this year, and I already have 1 trip booked that's happening next month. So as long as nothing goes wrong, I'm already a third of the way there. I have vegan goals and I have zero waste goals, but like I said, the main thing to me is that they're all manageable and small little steps towards where I want to be. And that is basically so I can feel happy and healthy and successful in 2018. I really want my 2018, and I want your 2018 to bring you happiness and bring you a step closer to where you want to be in life, or the best version of yourself that you want to be. So that's all about what 2018 is going to be like for me, hopefully. Let me know if you have any resolutions down below. Let me know if you have any goals for the year. I really want to hear them. We may have some of the same goals. That'd be fun. But yeah, so that's a bit of a life update where I'm at. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful first week of 2018. I can't wait to see what this year brings us, and I'll see you again next week. Bye guys!